today we're making Jamaican food.
Jamaican.
Oh, yummy. Let's read our first recipe here.
Okay.
For the jerk chicken breast, you need 10 to 12 pieces of vegetarian chicken breast that's been cooked and seasoned, 2 tablespoons chicken-style seasoning, 2 tablespoons jerk seasoning, 1/4 teaspoon sea salt, 1 tablespoon olive oil. For the jerk sauce, you need 1/4 cup water, 1 teaspoon jerk seasoning, 1 teaspoon margarine, that's non-hydrogenated variety, 1/2 teaspoon chicken-style seasoning, 1 medium onion cut into strips, and 3 garlic cloves that have been chopped. Okay, this looks fun. We're making chicken.
All right.
Now, have you been to Jamaica?
Girl, no, I wish.
Oh.
But now I have friends, you know, they tell me so much about it. And they tell me, Ozella, once you go to Jamaica, you don't want to come back too. But, you know, I can dream about it. They tell me all the wonderful things they do over there.
That's right.
And they said if you ever want to get lost in Jamaica. Because, you know, they have all the types of fresh fruits and everything that you can eat.
Ooh, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
You could just sit and eat the fruit and
Oh,
stuff. Yeah.
most definitely. The mangoes.
Ooh. Yeah, that's nice.
But you know what? Now, when we talk about jerk chicken, okay, this is something that's called dry chicken breast.
Okay.
And it's made from soy.
Oh, fun.
Whole soy,
All right.
yes. So, you know, this stuff has no taste, Jill.
Can I feel it?
Yeah, sure.
Now, can you make it if you...
Well, you know
Or
what?
not?
Now,
Cool.
you
It is
can
dry.
use gluten.
Okay.
Okay? If you cannot, viewers, if you cannot get this, you can always use gluten instead, okay?
Okay.
All right, so the first thing we do with the dry chicken, we put it in water and just cook it until it's tender. You don't have to season it or anything, okay?
Okay.
But the steps, once you get ready to do the chicken, the jerk chicken, that's when you use the seasoning.
Okay.
Okay? The first ingredients the first set of ingredients that you read, okay, that was the first step after the chicken is cooked, okay?
Okay.
All right, then the second step we're going to do now. Okay, we already have it here in the bowl, okay? Now, the first seasons, they're already there, okay?
You already put them on.
Right.
Okay, good.
Now, the second, we're going to mix. This is for the sauce, okay?
The jerk sauce. That
Yes.
was the second page.
Exactly.
Okay, good.
All right? We're going to mix our water in there. I'm going to add let's add our jerk seasoning first.
There's your spoon.
Okay.
Now, where can our friends at home get the jerk seasoning? Just in the grocery store, right?
Grocery
Okay,
store. Yep.
Good. Here we go.
Right at the grocery store.
Okay.
Going to add our earth balance,
Yes.
non-hydrogenated.
Margarine. Good.
Our salt. This is our chicken style seasoning.
Yes.
Onion, garlic.
Okay, yeah.
garlic.
You just minced it.
Right. Just, and the onion.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
you don't have, I mean, we didn't have the red onion, but it doesn't really matter about the onion.
Okay. We use purple.
Right.
So either one could work. then.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just so it's an onion. And we just mix all the ingredients together.
Good.
And we're going to coat the skillet just a little.
Okay. Now, we use an olive oil. I'm trying to remember what it said on the... Okay, olive oil. Okay.
Well, you can use olive oil or canola.
Okay. Whatever you like for the flavor.
Exactly. Now, you see how the sauce looks thick,
yeah.
Jill?
It is thick.
Okay. And it's very smelly.
Yeah. The jerk, you can really smell
Yes.
that. That's pretty serious.
We're going to pour it into the skillet.
Okay.
And just
Very
get
nice.
all the liquid out of there.
Now, your friend who went to Jamaica taught you this, or you
No.
came up with this yourself? Or?
I came up with this myself because they're always talking about Jamaica. And I asked about, you know, I always ask them, I said, tell me something about some of the Jamaican dishes.
Yes.
And, you know, but I prayed about this recipe. So while this is heating, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this.
Okay.
I prayed about this recipe, and I asked, I said, Lord, I want to do different cultures of recipes because, you know, you want to relate to everybody. So with this recipe, I said the chicken breast would be a good thing because it has no flavor, dry, no flavor at all. So you cook it and then you season it. So when I season it up, I said, wow, this tastes good, but I don't really know what Jamaican tastes like. So
Exactly,
I took
that's
some
right.
to church, and I asked some of my Jamaican friends, I said, tell me, I said, give me your honest opinion. I said, does this taste like what you're accustomed to? And they was like, oh, wow, this is great. Yeah, the same flavors.
Wow.
And then he was like, you know what? He said, the flavors are great, Ozella. He said, now I can stand a little more heat, but I think we're on the low here. So,
okay. So it's kind of spicy.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jamaican.
So if you like more spice, they could add more jerk sauce.
Exactly.
Okay.
But now with my husband, I like it just like that. Because if we do too much, then we're like...
I'm not into hot stuff, so no.
So, but we let it, you know, just
kind of cook there.
Yeah, and let the onions, you know, soften up.
Okay. You want them to get kind of a little bit crisp tender.
Tender, right. But it really doesn't matter, Jill, because we're going to put it, once we saute, get all the flavors mixed in, we're going to saute it just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot.
Okay.
And then we can turn this off, and we're going to pour it over our
your
chicken.
All right.
Now, once we pour it over the chicken,
then what do we do?
we just go, we're going to mix it all together.
Yeah.
Now, once we get it all mixed in here, what we do, we pour it in a casserole dish and we bake it.
Oh, okay.
And so we're going to pour it in a dish. We're going to bake it. And viewers, you will see it later on, okay?
How long do we bake it for?
We bake it for about 15 or 20 minutes.
Okay, 350?
On 350.
That's our favorite temperature, 350.
And you know, I have gas. It depends really because, you know, I cook with gas.
Yeah.
And gas, I love my gas.
Yeah.
The gas oven are really great.
Yeah.
So, but if, whatever you have. So just, you know.
If you have electric, that's okay?
Yes, exactly.
Right, okay.
So, viewers, again, if you have electric, still try the 350, okay? For 15 or 25 minutes, okay? And then we're going to serve this with peas and rice.
Ooh, nice. That sounds good.
Okay.
That's real Jamaican, too.
Yes.
Yeah, but we're not making the peas and rice now.
No.
We're making cornbread.
Exactly.
Good.